everyone, it's Ruth from netplr.com here, and today I wanted to talk about keeping track of all the PLR you buy. Now, the reason why I think it's important to keep track of it all is because it just makes it way easier to use it. And I know one of the big problems a lot of people have is that they buy PLR and they end up just leaving it sat on their computer, or even worse, they don't download it or they forget where they've put it. So this is why I think it's really important to track every single piece of PLR you buy, and then you can track when you've used it and where you've used it as well. So first we've got to start with the actual files and folders on your computer, and this is what I do. I have an overall folder for all the PLR that I ever buy, and I call it PLR Purchased, and within that folder I will have separate folders for different niches or topics. So for example, I might have a fitness folder, I might have an internet marketing folder, and I might have a self-improvement folder. And within each folder then will go each new pack that I buy. So let's have an example here. Let's say that I've just bought this strength training mega PLR pack from NetPLR. So I've downloaded my PLR files, I've opened my fitness PLR folder and I'm pasting the file in there. Let's just unzip it, delete that zip file, and I've got this file here with the original name. So let's rename it. Because the pack's about strength training, I'm going to rename it strength training, and I'm going to add net PLR to the end. And the reason I add the store name to the end of the file name is so that I know where I bought it in case I have any problems or I want to go back and check the license. And all the files are in there and I don't need to do anything with them until I actually use them. When you do actually use the PLR, I recommend that you go back to your main niche folder and just create a used folder, and once you've used it, take whatever bit you've used from the main folder and put it in the used folder. And that way you know what you've used, but you're not deleting any files, so you can always go back and reuse them for other things in the future, which is something I definitely recommend. So that's a really simple way of filing your PLR in your folders. And obviously it's simple when you've only got a few, but when you get lots and lots of PLR, it does take a bit more effort to browse through it, which is why I recommend you have a secondary list of the PLR you've bought, and you can use either Evernote or a spreadsheet to do this, and I'll show you both here. I've got Evernote open here and I've created a new note using the title of the PLR package, for example 100 ways to improve your life, and I just included some of the most important piece of information about this package, like the niche, the title, the source, when I bought it, the sales page URL, and the rights I got with it. And I also copied and pasted some of the information from the sales page just so that I can refer back to it and know what's in it. And when I use it in the future, I can just add here date used, add the date and URL used, and add whatever URL or whatever relevant information I have about when I used it. And the good thing about Evernote is when you fill up your notebook with loads of different PLR packages, you can just use this search bar up here, and it makes it really easy to find whatever you want without having to scroll down every time. So that's really useful. Of course, you don't have to use Evernote if that's not your thing, and if you want to use a spreadsheet, then I really recommend you go to Sharon Sheldon's website and download this tracking template here. I'll give you a link in the notes for this video. It's just an Excel template and I'll show you it here. Sharon gives you an example and she includes everything like the niche, the title, the contents, the PLR author, the date purchased, the rights you get. And one thing I really like about this spreadsheet is she has a column called ideas for how to use, and if you can come up with a quick idea of how you're going to use a PLR at the time you buy it, then that is really going to increase the chance that you'll actually put it to use. And I've put an example here for the 100 ways to improve your life package. Some ideas I came up with really quickly are create a new blog post series to promote my self-improvement workshop and upload all the tweets to Buffer. And then once you've actually done those things, you can write the date used in the spreadsheet. And that way you're keeping track of everything, not only in your filing system, but you've also got it in your spreadsheet as well to refer to some of the extra details that aren't immediately obvious within your files. I hope you put that to use, and remember, having a good filing system is the first step in actually using all of the PLR content that you buy.